Just to let you know that we will meet again next week at the same time and the same place. Just for this week, for the 5th, that is Wednesday? Friday. Is Robin's birthday Friday? Yes. And Ellison, yours is on Saturday. God bless, richest blessings to both of you on your birthdays. Please note, if you want to get in touch and if you want me to visit you at home, let me speak especially to those who receive this word at home, that if you want me to visit and bring communion to you at home, I will gladly do so. I've got all the protection. Let me tell you that Kathy has given me a visor. I bought one, a cheap one. Yours is much better, let me say that. This is not COVID, it's just my throat. In fact, when they took my pressure this morning, it just said low. My temperature, I should say. When they took my temperature this morning, it simply said low. So I invite you to come and journey with us through the week. Please be generous and don't forget, the details of the church is now in the bulletin. Should you wish to make a contribution while we are not all of us in the sanctuary, you may continue to do so, and we are grateful and deeply humbled by your commitment and your contributions to the life of this amazing community. We remember Jean Heron and Paul Friede, Marinda van Dijk, Trevor Shongwe, and Pilot Shongwe. And for those who receive communion at home, Mary Wiley and Beryl Pero, we remember them. Mary Wiley is being moved out of Garden Village to a retirement village. What's the name? In Sunning Hill. I think it's the place where Mike and Molly is. Riverside. Yes, yeah. She's being moved to frail care there by her daughters, and so I'm still trying to find out whether I'm allowed to visit her. So I okay. All right. But it was a bit difficult. It became difficult to see Mary at Garden Village because of the regulations. Every retirement village I've discovered has a different regulation for people. And it depends also where you are. If you're living in a cottage, they allowed you to visit. But if you're in frail care or mid-care, because you then have to walk through onto the premises, you were not allowed. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. These screens, the things that we now must get used to. Screens and not shaking hands and so on. So it's easy to greet Aggie when I'm mad at her, because I can just kick and say I'm greeting you. And she thinks I'm being friendly, Ted. She thinks I'm being friendly. I can just sort of say, hi, how are you? And aim low, towards the shin when you do that greeting. It's a wonderful thing. It hasn't happened yet, so be careful. I forgot to say, is that I told her I wanted to make a fuss of her today, but she had to leave early. Jano's wife, Steph, had to leave to do work in Oman. And because Oman will be closing their borders on the 4th, she had to leave earlier in order to go into isolation there for 10 days and so on. So we want to say to Steph, if you receive this today, I hope your stay with your team is well in Oman. Don't let any of those guys promise you a lot of money and leave Jano here, because I'm not going to dry up any tears. But be careful and stay safe. And thank you. She's one of those, I missed her this morning at the table. She's always the one who takes our temperatures and see that we record our details on the page, very willingly serving us. And so to Steph, we say, be well, stay safe, and be with God. Thank you very much.